Everybody, welcome to DefiSummer's kickoff. So all June, we're entering the learn phase. This is the start of that. July to mid-August, we're entering the hack or the build phase where you actually take a prize category and you start building with your team. And the rest of August, that's August 16th to August 30th, is a celebration. And this was going to be when the prize ceremony happens and all the fun activities. What is DeFi Summer? DeFi Summer is a summer-long celebration, summit, and hackathon for decentralized finance. And what DeFi is, if some of y'all don't know, it's taking the intermediaries, the middlemen, outside of the traditional financial institutions using blockchain as the backend. And so starting June, developers from all around the world can team up with each other up to teams of 5 and get direct access to industry professionals to solve the biggest issues surrounding the DeFi space. This includes workshops, games, mentorship, prizes, and parties, and so much more all summer. So who are the Minority Programmers, the hosting organization for this? And we are an international network of developers unified together to build socially impactful software solutions and empower underrepresented and marginalized communities through STEM education. So I highly recommend you join the group, whether it's getting involved in our software project, getting involved in mentorship, getting involved in throwing these hackathons. We're continuously throwing hackathons on timely and relevant topics, with this being our first blockchain-centric hackathon. And so why are we sponsoring DeFi Summer? Well, firstly, to educate the world through STEM. That's our mission. In particular, cryptocurrency and blockchain. Increasing diversity in the blockchain industry, which the industry needs so bad, and introducing people into that space. Directly addressing timely and critical issues facing DeFi or decentralized finance, like scalability, centralization, utility, and adoption. Right now is a critical time for mass adoption and also implementation. So it's key that not only people who are in the space are developing solutions, but we're bringing more and more fresh perspectives from different industries and different backgrounds. It also gives the students and professionals the opportunity to network with innovators, builders, entrepreneurs, and analysts, putting them in one space where they normally wouldn't have access to these resources. Also, to develop a sense of community across all sectors in DeFi. We intend to do DeFi Summer on an annual basis and bring different DeFi protocols, different blockchain projects together as a council to help promote education. So I highly recommend, if you do have a DeFi protocol or you want to get it engaged in this community, you reach out to hackathon at MinorityProgrammers.org. And mostly just to have fun building cool projects, which is the core of all of our hackathons. And here are the benefits of DeFi Summer. It's a little bit repetitive, but we're promoting interdisciplinary learning. We're allowing the public to motivate coders to develop existing ideas, networks, STEM education, technical support, a way to collaborate during the pandemic, a constructive way to participate in the financial system, a resume building opportunity, a recruitment opportunity for employers, an opportunity for students to win money, and internships. So the rules are up to team of 5, submit by August 15th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. That's New York, that's Virginia, that's Florida, that's the East Coast of the United States. On DevPost at a GitHub repo with a pitch video. You need a pitch video, and there will be pitch coaching, help, and advice throughout the competition with the specific workshop as well, and also feedback during office hours. Some of these prize tracks, which I'll go over, are not necessarily code oriented. We still want you to make a GitHub repo and put in the README and the appropriate files in that repository. And those are kind of the consultancy tracks that I'll go in later. And this is kind of one of the biggest rules that is overlooked in a lot of hackathons, but it must be original project for DeFi Summer, specifically addressing a prize track. And what we mean by this is you can take an old project and outfit it, and our price tracks are very specific. For example, if you take maybe a payment system that you built on Matic and you make it for Stellar, that is acceptable. Or if you heavily modify it and show proof of that. But if you just take another project and then just submit it and it has no relevance to the price tracks and you worked on the majority of it before the summer, before the competition even started, that is room for disqualification and not being qualified for the prize track. The rubric, and again, this applies more to code-based projects, so blockchain consultancy. It's very similar, but stuff about code, you can disregard that and think about it maybe a technical system design perspective. So we have 3 Rubric tracks. We have technical complexity, practicality, and presentation of product. And so we care, how complex it is, how people are able to implement it, and then how you present it. And that's something I think is overlooked. People spend a lot of time building their idea, but not presenting it. And when it comes to, startups or any type of project, I think getting funding and getting users, the presentation, the UI UX, and the originality is fundamental to that. So I would spend some time and allocate some time for this. And this is something that people in past hackathons may have overlooked and are rushing towards the end. So you do have around 3 months all summer to work on this. And so the last week I would allocate to the pitch. So here are some important links. The dev post is defi.devpost.com, the DefiSummer Discord, which you'll be invited upon the dev post, and then Twitter and Reddit, which is just DefiSummer. You can also email hackathon@minorityprogrammers.org with any additional question, or the mods in the Discord chat, and you'll see the allocated roles on the right-hand side if you haven't used Discord before. There's also a whole bunch of sub-chats in the Discord, whether they're resources for specific prize tracks, whether they're voice channels for breakout rooms, whether they're voice channels for office hours, whether they're just general resources, the schedule, the announcement. Everything is going to be on on the Discord. So I would heavily recommend to use that, and all the mentors will be there as well. DefiSummer, we want to give a special thank you to all of our sponsors and our supporting organizations that helped make this competition, this hackathon, this celebration, this summit happen. And the first is Stellar Development Foundation. They're the nonprofit behind Stellar, aiming to bring global access to banking to everyone. And then we have Enzyme, which is an on-chain asset management protocol built on Ethereum, where it allows anybody to start their own hedge fund. Then there's Pluto Pepe, the first ever meme token with utility and a choose your own adventure governance, where the people decide how Pepe is going back to Pluto to meet this girl. Then there's the Minority Programmers Association, the international network of developers that aim to spread STEM education to marginalized communities, and this is the organization I'm part of. Also, there's our sister organization, our sister nonprofit, that aims to drive intellectual thought in a more diverse fashion that's implemented into community-driven programs and into academic research and into even policy reform. There's also Blockchain Acceleration Foundation, one of the leading accelerators for blockchain project, say GITS, which is a group of institutions out of India, and Echelon Digital Consulting, which is a blockchain consultancy firm. Sponsors have their own prize track. There are 8 prize tracks you can opt in for. So when you're submitting your project to DevPost, make sure you click that opt-in check mark for the respective track, because none of these tracks would qualify for each other. So make sure you're opting in for that. And the first track is Enzyme SDK Trading Automation, sponsored by Enzyme Finance, where you can win 4,000 in Melon, which Melon is Enzyme's token. They used to be called the Melon Protocol, one of the oldest DeFi projects in the game. And then there's the Stellar Prize, where you're building a solution on Stellar mainnet to give access to global banking, where you'll win $3,000 worth of Stellar Lumens or XLM. There are 3 prize tracks for Pluto Pepe, the first one being a choose your own story adventure or choose your own adventure governance, the second being NFT Meme Marketplace, and then the third being a gaming utility token that implements knowledge of Solidity smart contracts. And then there's the Learning Incentivization DApp, where the Minority Programmers Association will be giving the winners blockchain engineering internships, where you're basically incentivizing individuals to learn STEM concepts through a decentralized app. Then there is the blockchain consulting prize track, where there are 2 internships being given out with Echelon Digital Consulting, the blockchain consultancy firm, and Minority Programmers Association. And here you'll be given a use case, and there'll even be workshops where we practice working with use cases. The final, which the amount has been undecided, it's going to be less than 500, is a DefiSummer NFT art competition. And so the first prize track is working with the Enzyme SDK, the software development kit, where you're to use the Enzyme SDK to develop a dApp with a beautiful and simple UI front end that allows funds to input their fund allocations, their trading strategies, basically to easily plan their whole strategy on how they want to execute their trades, using the Enzyme SDK on the back end. That way, less responsibility is taken off from the traders, and more is put on automation and executing based on the strategies and trades that they advertise to investors, which is very important. The next is Stellar, which their whole idea is to give access to global banking. And so here they give examples of different solutions that could qualify for winning this prize track. The first is Uhuru Wallet, which is a WhatsApp-based wallet that allows for sending intra-African payments. Vibrant, a dollar saving app for Argentinians. And DSTOQ, which makes investing accessible and affordable for people in emerging markets. So seeing how to build on Stellar, or an introduction to Stellar, these are 2 workshops that we're having, but we'll also have ideation periods where we can brainstorm of exactly what implementations of Stellar can we use to increase access to global banking, which is the theme for this and what will qualify you for winning the 3,000 in Stellar Lumens. The next is the Pluto Prize, where it's choose your own adventure or choose your own story governance. Some of y'all may have played the game or watched that Black Mirror episode where you have to choose the outcome. And so basically allowing this choice to be based on whether you have the governance token in their wallet. So enabling a storyline, especially for Pluto Pepe, which the whole reason why a lot of people are investing is they just want to see Pepe get to Pluto to reunite with his girl. And so there's really a kind of an emotional attachment to the investors of Pluto, and they want to have an active role in deciding the storyline. So we'll go more in depth in that with the Pluto team later in the month as well. And so their next Pluto Pepe contract is smart contract gaming. This isn't a full-on like decentralized game or anything like that. This is making a simple, fuzzy smart contract that rewards users in Pepe. And a good example of this is Polyfox's coin flip game, where you give Fox, you flip it, and then based on the outcome, they reward you some Fox tokens. And there are other kind of different games that you can make from this as well. And so a front end to interact with the contract with Web3 wallet integration is necessary because you'll be rewarded in tokens. The next prize track is the NFT Meme Marketplace, the ability to develop an NFT marketplace on Binance Smart Chain or Matic. And just so you know, Pluto and Pepe are both, Binance Smart Chain tokens, but these 3 prize tracks you can build on BSC or Matic, known as Polygon, another layer 2 solution, which fees are way, way cheaper, and a lot of solutions are being built now on Polygon. And so you are to develop a meme marketplace that allows me to easily build a meme, hopefully with Pepe themed memes, mint as an NFT, share on social media, and actually buy and view and even respond with NFT comments. And so you can win 1,000 in Pluto in there, and we'll have more examples of how to do this. Then another prize, and this is for an internship, not kind of a monetary value, is blockchain consulting, and this is done with a case study. This case study is actually something that we're doing at MinorityProgrammers, which is turning our whole organization into a DAO within our DApp, which incentivizes actions to help the minority community. The winner will be given an internship, as mentioned, as a blockchain research intern at MinorityProgrammers or Echelon Consulting, or a blockchain consultant intern, depending on your role in this project. And so, we'll have more workshops. We'll actually have 2 case study workshops where we give different cases and we break out. So you have the idea to consult. And this is not a coding solution. You don't have to develop an application for this. And we'll mention how that works in Rubric a little bit later. So this is for people who want to get a job as consultants. They may be business analysts. They may not want to be involved in code. I think this is a beautiful track for that. There's also the learning incentivization track, which is to build a learning DApp or e-learning application that rewards individuals crypto for learning STEM concepts. And the winner will be given a blockchain engineering internship MBA. And so this is something that we're doing, and that I think Coinbase Learn, CoinMarketCap Earn, they've all showed implementations of this, but expanding it to being more applications that focus on education rather than crypto education is something that we're looking to do. And we'll have some workshops regarding that a little bit later in the month as well. Then there's the NFT Grand Prize. We're still deciding. This is most likely going to come out of our pockets who just want to see some art. And the whole point is to design a one-of-a-kind DefiSummer NFT, make it iconic. We want to see some festival, some Woodstock type vibes where like this is a one in a time, the first ever inaugural DefiSummer. Your non-fungible token will be forever minted in the DeFi Hall of Fame. So I highly encourage artists or anybody who wants exposure in the NFT space to enter this competition, use this as exposure for that, and getting the foot in the door into turning your art into digital assets. So the tentative schedule, this will be in the hashtag schedule in Discord. There's going to be an Excel sheet for that. This is going to maybe fluctuate. The reason why is because we have the date settled of when we're going to do it, but the optimal time based on, this is a global competition. It might be different based on what the workshop facilitator time zone is, and also what majority of the participants' time zone is. But that tentative schedule is on there. The different events are, the prize track announcement, the kickoff ceremony, this is that, the introduction of blockchain, introduction to DeFi, introduction to NFTs, introduction to DAOs, governance, business use cases, introduction to Stellar, deploying NFT on testnet, how to get started developing on Stellar, what's a D-hedge, on-chain asset management, intro to Enzyme, a look at governance platforms, designing a DAO, blockchain consultancy, building React apps, how to integrate Wallet Connect, blockchain consultancy case study 2, designing Solidity games, tokenomic workshops, working with Enzyme SDK, the start of the hackathon build, team formation, ideation, market research, office hours, submission deadlines, demo day, NFT celebration, NFT class picture, judging ends, and the prize ceremony. So this is a jam-packed summer. A lot of those are workshops happening in the first month to get you introduced to that. So this is a credible learning opportunity, credible networking opportunity, incredible building opportunities. So I would highly encourage you to take part in all of these, even if they're not in the prize track you're submitting for. And this might actually help guide you on deciding that, because the official build starts in July, and we have a month up to that to just learn and do these workshops, share resources, and kind of finalize what we're doing. So what's next? You got all this information, and what do? So if you haven't already, go to DeFi, DEFI.devpost.com, and sign up for a hackathon. You'll be sent a Discord link. So there are resources right now that we're sharing every day on Discord. Also attending the workshops. They're coming up next week, and they're going to be a huge learning experience, and you can actually ask questions and interact since it's on Discord, and it's more of a vibe to really educate. Then you ideate, find a team, and start addressing a challenge. The official hack is July to mid-August. And so thank you so much for listening. I'm very happy to officially announce the kickoff of DefiSummer. Let's not only turn DefiSummer into an event, but into something we can look forward to every summer, and something that we can use as a way to bring intelligent minds from all over the world to build solutions that we need to change our traditional financial systems. Again, thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you all to the participants. Make sure to get on Discord and communicate. We'd love to get to know you, take some time for mentorship, for office hours. I'm here as a resource, so feel free to reach out to me. And so, yeah, have a nice day, everybody.